Hi to all and welcome. I am Stacey McDonald and this is our month of October 2018. And this month we are having a celebration month. Yeah, it's time. It's time to actively celebrate our wins, our pat ourselves on the back month. Our chance to really look back and yeah, sure, we have a long way to go. We have a lot of things to do and to get done, especially as we come into we begin to close off 2018 and begin to welcome in a little bit energetically 2019. Going to be a great year. But at this time, October 2018, what we're doing is just pausing. We are pausing, people. We're getting off the treadmill, getting out of the rat race, stepping off the roller coaster, off the carousel, and just saying, you know what, here's the thing. I acknowledge I have a long way to go. I have a lot of things to do and to be done. I have a lot of things on my list, and that's great. But right now, this month, I'm going to take a moment, take several moments, take many moments, and think back, dial back into that memory. Very often, if our energy is low, when we dial back into memories replaying, then lower self will get a hold of us and start to replay things where we're not giving ourselves a pat on the back for, we're giving ourselves a slap on the wrist for. No, that's not what's going to happen this month. We're going to make sure that our energy stays up so that we're only connecting with higher self and our amazingly powerful and positive inner voices as we dial back into memories replaying and remember all of our wins, all of our times where we received, as one of my lovely people that I'm able to connect with calls her, moments of unsolicited praise, when people were very pleased with us, very happy, very grateful to have us in their presence for one reason or another. Maybe we held the door open for someone. Maybe we put that networking connection together that helps so-and-so move into a new career position. Whatever the case may be, maybe it's a family thing or a friends thing or a relationship thing or a anonymous stranger thing. If there are many moments for you, I'm sure there are, where if you just allow yourself to take a beat this month, pause, reflect, really make active time for times of reflection where you just kind of dial back into past years and say, you know what? I did a great job there. With the information that I had at the time, I did my very best. I acted with integrity and I nailed it. Or I really wow, and really feeling for ourself as we look back at memories replaying, knowing that, you know what, we've been in some tough spots. And you know what, we did it. We're here today and we're killing it. And because of the great decisions we've made in the past and the great moments that we've taken advantage of and the great people that we've attracted around us, patting ourselves on the back for, good for me, good for us, good for all of us. And this month, it's about celebrating all of our wins, period. So, as I say that, as we do that, and I mean actively do that this month, not to take away from it in any way, for the times that we have in our life right now, where it's like, you know what, I'm not quite happy with the way things are going in this area, in that area, in the other area. Maybe it's a family relationship, maybe it's a romantic relationship, maybe it's a career path, maybe it's whatever the case may be, a friend thing, whatever it may be. Maybe you're just not really happy with your financial situation or how you're dealing or not dealing with clutter in your house or whatever the case. Again, whatever the case may be, just make yourself aware of those areas, not to take away from your pats on the back, but to make yourself aware of it, because this is also a start over month in certain areas that aren't quite hitting it for you. It's a very pragmatic, objective month where you're able to say, you know what, I'm not really hitting it with my 2018 plan to clean out all my closets, to clean out all my kitchen cupboards, to make sure that this credit card's paid off, to make sure that that I was having that social engagement with friends twice a month. None of that has really happened yet. And so, you know what? So if I was to start over, instead of chastising myself for not doing this or not doing that, it's like, you know what? This is my start over month. So we write down, if I could start over in blankety blank, this area, I would, and then write down what you have to write down. I urge you to do this before and on October 8th, which is our new moon this month, because it's a great start over time. We just get to turn the page and just say, you know what? New day, new me, new moon, and go forward from there. And it can be for little things like the closets, the cupboards. Maybe that's a big thing in your house. The cupboards are actually a big thing in my house, full disclosure. But it could also be for old things, old mindsets that have been with you for 10, 20, 30 years and so on. Big or small, this is the start over time in areas that's like, and if it has been 10, 20, 30 years, then you might think, well, I've tried. I guess this is just the way it's always going to be, but not so. Not so this month. It's a celebration month. It's a start over month. Okay? Make sure, though, that you do write it down. Again, the verbiage, if I could start over in this area, blankety blank, I would da 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 da. That goes together with the third point. Okay? So you know a game that they play, if I, as a however old you are person, could tell myself, could tell my 13-year-old self, or my 15-year-old self, or my 18-year-old self something, what would you tell your 13-year-old self? What would you tell your 15 or your 18-year-old self, or your 28-year-old self, or ongoing? What would you tell that self? Okay, so we're not going to play that game. But with that in mind, I want you to be very aware of what you're telling yourself now. At the age that you're at, what does your internal dialogue look like? And in keeping with the start over and also the celebration mode, are you not disparagingly perhaps beating yourself up for not being where you want to be financially, or maybe you're awkwardly social, you're awkward in social situations, or you're telling yourself that you need to get fit, you should go to the gym, you should do this, you should do that, and as those internal dialogues can happen, know that you are so blocking up your own energy by having those types of internal talks and comments and judgments and opinions on yourself. When you're getting ready in the morning, when you visit your bank account once a month, or maybe more often, hopefully, when you're out in social situations, or when you're looking at Facebook, you're seeing your own life is not being as shiny and as happy as other people's lives and so on. It's like, really mind those words, because those words really matter ongoing, but especially this month. So just like you would look back at your 13, 15, 18-year-old self, and I hear all kinds of people saying things like, I would tell her or him to be more confident. I would tell him that he's killing it as far as what he knows at the time, that he should, don't worry, it gets better. I hear all of those types of things. So what are we telling ourselves now? What are you telling yourself now? And then going back to the starting over thing, if you find over the course of this month, as you pause for reflection and pragmatic look at your internal dialogue, if you have been telling yourself that, you know what, I have been living with a financial block for, really all of my adult life, so I guess that's just how it is for me, well, hear it, see it, recognize it, have that knee-jerk reaction where it's like, you know what, no, this is my start over month, and the big power energy is on the 8th, as I mentioned. And so you say, okay, so if I could start over in my financial mindset, I would tell myself that no, My past does not dictate my future, and being financially sound is a very simple process. My ins need to be more than my outs, and I need to start a savings plan, and that will be blankety 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 blank. And just write it out like you would for your 13, 15, or 18-year-old self, or 28-year-old self, 35-year-old self, whatever the case may be. Write it out. This is much simpler than a lot of people make it out to be. If you're telling yourself you're awkward socially, then untell that to yourself. Just say, you know what? Hey, I have a good time. I'm a good person. I speak well of myself and others. I listen to others, and I'm a kind and caring person, and so all is well. I'm going to have fun. I'm not going to judge myself, because usually nobody else is judging you as harshly as you are. So let's just assume that no one is judging us, especially ourselves. If you need to go to the gym, I need to get fit, I need to blah, 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 I need to blah, blah. No. Okay, so if I could start over in my fitness mentality, then I would tell myself to spend 20 minutes a day doing some form of exercise. Minimum. And I can commit to that. Everyone can. And so we make decisions, and we gift ourselves the magic wand of starting over, of beginning new habits, new ways of thinking, new mindsets, just as we are celebrating ourselves and patting ourselves on the back for having done one heck of a job thus far. And as we do that, then our energy strengthens and increases and ignites our ability to be able to do even a better job, not only today, but tomorrow and every day going forward. Especially in November, in October, this energy starts, but November, December, and into 2019 and ongoing. I see our card, like it's literally the bottom one. Yes, it is. We'll see what it is in just a moment. Our cards for October as we visit our Angel Therapy card deck also. Let's see what we have hiding, but two together. Okay, all right, let's just go with that. Let's go with that. And of course, our Archangel Oracle card deck also. Yeah, who do we have here? Right here, separating itself in a bold way. Okay, we're starting not with the Archangel deck, we're starting with the Animal Tarot deck, and of course Archangel Ariel. Here's our card. Okay. Nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. If we're not already connected on Facebook, I will be posting all of these cards on Facebook, on my Facebook page. If we're not already connected, please see the comment section just below here on the YouTube video, and yeah, that should do it. Actually, that should do it. And we can connect in that way. You'll be able to get a close-up look at our cards for the month of October. Ariel, Queen of Manifestation, and generous, happy, mature, practical are the words that grace the top of this angel card. Nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. This is what we're talking about this month, because we're looking at nurturing ourselves. And as we nurture ourselves, we automatically nurture those we love. We're looking to better our relationships, to better our career path, to better ourselves, to better our relationship with ourselves, to make everything whole again, and to really listen to practical and wise advice from ourselves, from our soul self, as we write down, if I could start over, what would I tell myself? What would I share with myself? And recognizing, what am I already telling myself? If it's negative, then it's like, okay, blah, blah, blah. Backing up to practical and wise advice. Brilliant. Awesome. Okay. The next cards were the Angel Therapy cards, and they did come out together. Okay. Yeah. One is God Box. The other is Shield Yourself. with Archangel Michael. Okay, so those work well together with our new moon energy. Really, anytime. The God box refers to writing down. That's what we've been talking about. The things that you want to have partnership with, whether it's with divine source, with God, with your angels, with your higher self, with your self, with your inner child self. Writing it all down, and then just knowing that you have support and guidance and strength, inner strength, in order to achieve. Now, certainly, God box also is all about new moon energy, writing things down, and abundance energy coming back for you. And Archangel Ariel from our first card is all about abundance, about welcoming in abundance into your life. And very much so, a part of abundance is not only, a piece of the abundance pie is our financial side, but there's also relationships, our own health, our vitality, our own personal wellness, the wellness of others around us that we care about, our family, our friends, our relationships, and so on. It's about all of those things. And so we write these things down and we welcome them in. Shield yourself. Archangel Michael, protect yourself from harsh or fear-based energies by envisioning a cocoon of healing light surrounding you. Yes, absolutely. We talked about negative self, how negative self can get in there and tell us that you're not this, you're not that, you haven't this, you're too that, you're not enough of this, you're not enough of that. No, by welcoming in this celebration energy, by welcoming in memories replaying that support us and recognizing our own inner strength and our own ability to create a mindset where we are winning. We have been winning, and by recognizing and patting ourselves on the back for the great job that we've done in sometimes very precarious situations, to say the least, we can go forward and be stronger and therefore more winning as we move forward in every area of our life, for us and for others around us. Take that moment. Last card, the Archangel card. Once again, Archangel Ariel, spread your wings. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect. You are ready to soar. Okay, I want you to take time. Do not hold back. Take the time for reflection. Take the time for introspection. Take the time to celebrate this month. And also sporadically take that time to write things down, to recognize, to really hear, as we've been saying, yourself. Where am I falling down? Well, where could I do better? Where were my initial dreams and goals, and how am I doing for 2018 or ongoing? Okay, I could do better. Rome wasn't built in a day, but I could do better by doing this and writing it down. It is your time to soar, absolutely. And with Archangel Ariel at the beginning and at the end of our angel card readings, we know that her abundance mindset and her inner courage, because the other card that she represents is courage. And I do want to find it here if I can. I'm not sure that I can. I'm going to give myself a second. Yes, there it is. Hooray. Thank you, Ariel. This is the type of energy that she represents. She's full on, okay? And she not only brings us abundance, and she gives us the courage to make decisions, the courage to shift mindsets, and the courage to go on to an even brighter future going forward. So make sure you call on Archangel Ariel this month as we connect with the new moon, and also as we connect more with ourselves in celebration, and as well as starting over month in some areas. Okay, thank you so much for joining me this month and every month. I can't wait to connect with you again soon, and we will do so. Meanwhile, have a most amazing month, and I send you many blessings and much healing energy your way always. Thank you. Hi there, it's Stacy, and thank you so much for joining me. It will be another amazing month of October, this time 2018. I do invite you to visit my online certification and training school, where we connect for meditation training, Reiki training, Angel Light certification, and Angel Light Advanced Practitioner certification as well. I'll place the link also below in the comments section. Meanwhile, feel free to visit me on my website, stacymcdonald.ca. Meanwhile, sending you so many blessings this month, this powerful month of celebration and starting over. Okay, love you all. See you next month.